Hello.
Hello.
We're back.
Back at it again.
And I need to ask you, Darian.
Yes.
How does it feel that you've completed your first gay furry game?
I mean, you know, it's a good game.
Isn't it?
Yeah, game's a game's a game.
We didn't talk about it last time. How'd you feel about Leo's route?
It's pretty fun. I like his bad end was hilarious.
Wasn't it?
It was pretty funny.
Oh my god, you have no idea how many posts I see of get you a man who would dismember your legs but hold you close as you bleed out.
I mean, he's a little bit trash.
No, he's perfect.
I'm sorry, I can't let...
He's as trashy as everyone else in this game.
Fair. Everyone's terrible. We get it. It's pretty funny. And, you know, people were going mad crazy.
Yeah,
it's fine. Yeah. Leo was, he was heartbroken already.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I don't know if you'll play this route.
Okay.
So, but I will tell you, while Chase was at college, he would sometimes break down and text Leo, talking about maybe getting back together with him. And then right after that conversation, delete those texts off his phone and not reply back to Leo.
That's so trashy. Chase.
So it would just, leave Leo in this, does he?
Chase is terrible. Chase is the actual worst. Kudzu deserves way better than his ass.
So... It's not like...
My lord.
It's not like Chase wasn't, almost enabling.
Actually.
Leo to... No, yes, it's still, on Leo's part that he should, not do
try to get
things.
But, the fact that he was definitely still in love with Chase, and Chase, keeping him on the hook for years, that's absolute terrible.
Yeah.
That's garbage. Chase is a trash human. He deserves to have no feet.
Well, it's a good thing he's not human.
Fuck you. Die.
He's an otter.
Perish. I will hear no more of your nonsense.
Well, remember, this is a no criticizing Leo playthrough.
But I just did.
Yeah, you should feel... Okay, so we'll go back to 6.
So I'm in 6.
And go to the Ferris wheel.
Can I go backward from here?
Yeah. Okay, so go to fast forward.
Oh. Well, the Ferris wheel is...
Yes.
Unseen dialogue to next choices. Skip mode.
Oh, go to,
Oh, it's having a time.
Oh, it's having a tough time?
I can't with the mouse. Oh.
Okay, there you go.
All right, then. Okay. All right.
It'll just skip all... Yeah, it just skips to the...
That's helpful. Okay. So here we are. Now, pre-recording, I said that I thought about this during the week and didn't decide.
Okay.
Yet. So I think... we're going to do Flynn's route.
Okay.
I think we're going to go ahead and do Flynn.
Okay, are you sure?
I think so, because the way you've described Jenna's, you get more out of Jenna's if you do other routes first.
It's facts.
And I don't think I care enough about TJ to ever do his route. I'll get back to you about maybe doing Carl's route. So we'll do Flynn's,
reasonable.
and if we continue on, if I decide to do any others before Jenna's, but if not, then I'll just do Jenna's next.
Reasonable.
So
okay.
we'll go ahead and go after Flynn.
So I think this is the best route in the game.
Okay, that's good to know.
I think this is the best written route. I love this one a lot.
Good.
Leo's is my favorite for reasons.
But... You're just in love with him. It's fine.
No, I'm not.
It's fine.
But yeah, Flynn's route I think is actually the best one. I look back at Flynn as he wins.
Wines.
See, this is stupid.
This is why English is dumb and bad.
I know it's specifically with wines. We've done this before, but fuck this word. That says wins. We're not even one line of dialogue in, and I'm already complaining about the English language.
It's all about context, Josh. You have to take context clues from what you're reading.
Well, you know what?
It's called critical reading.
No, fuck that. His way down the trail towards the road. I'm curious what decisions you'll make.
Yeah, how many are there in this one?
There's a lot of decisions in this.
Because I didn't feel like there were that many in Leo's route.
No, it just kind of was, do you love him or not?
No.
And the answer's yes.
The answer is no. Trash.
I can love him and still say it's over.
We've tried that. And we died for it.
No,
Well,
that's
no.
when you choose
that's
to
the
work
good
something
ending,
out.
yeah.
If you say it's over.
The indirect answer.
Yeah. It's whatever.
It is.
I sighed angrily, starting towards him.
Chase, I wouldn't...
Someone's got to talk sense into that idiot. He thinks he can just get away with his shit.
You know how he is.
I keep walking. He's moving pretty slow, so it's easy to catch up with him. He's got his hands jammed into his pocket as he walks along, his head down. Hey, Flynn! He jerks his head up, then looks back around to me. He's chewing on a toothpick, which is promptly pulled out of his muzzle.
The hell? The fuck you think you're doing, Chase? Go back.
Yeah, right. You think you can just walk away from me after saying shit like that? He stops walking and turns around fully to face me. I step up right in front of him, just a few feet away. He looks me over, and for some reason, I can see a smile threatening to crack his face as he tries to keep it hidden.
Yeah? And what are you gonna do about it?
I shrug. Talk? We were having a good time. Why did you have to go and turn everything good? He suddenly steps up close, thrusting his chest out into me. It hits me around the neck, and I stumble back.
Not in the mood.
He sticks the toothpick back in his muzzle before he starts walking. And he thinks he's such a cool guy.
He really does. Go back to the river so you can all talk about what an asshole I am.
What? That's exactly what I was gonna do.
That's exactly what I was gonna do.
I watch him go for a bit. I'm not too worried about Flynn actually beating me up. I'd annoyed him pretty bad before, but he hadn't even actually hurt me, at least not maliciously. On top of that, he'd have Leo to answer if he ever did anything like that, and he knows how that would end up. Still, he did look pretty angry when he stepped towards TJ, more than I'd ever seen him, probably.
There's probably a good reason for that. It's TJ.
Yeah, it's TJ.
It's TJ.
He's religious. We gotta beat him up.
Wow.
But I'm a Catholic. I'm allowed to say that.
That's fine.
Now might not be the best time to do this. Okay. Do you want to keep pushing Flynn, or are you going to be a coward?
I'm going to keep pushing him. We're going to keep going.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Screw him. Once again, he thinks the act of an asshole can just brush off whatever he doesn't want to talk about. Well, I'm about to show him exactly why that doesn't work when it's a stubborn otter he's up against.
So stubborn.
I feel like you could just shove him to the ground.
And you could crumple him like a piece of paper.
Whatever. I start following again, doing a little jog to catch up with his stubby little useless legs. This time Flynn hears me and whirls around, pulling the toothpick out of his mouth again.
Your ears filled with water? I said fuck off.
I flinch a little under his yelling, but I square my shoulders and walk up to him, standing my ground. Now I'm only 3 feet away. Or what, you're gonna hit me? Really? Go on, try it.
Oh, please do it. Knock him on his ass.
Beat him up! I look him in the eye, and immediately I know I have nothing to worry about. Aw, Flynn's a coward. This is Flynn, after all. One of my best friends.
All bark and no bite.
Right?
Man.
That's probably how he is in bed as well.
Dang, bro.
Do you not think Flynn is a bottom bitch?
Probably.
Right. Whether or not he'd ever admit it, our little group is family, no matter how many stupid fights we get into. He's trying to scare me, though, with the way he's leaning over me, glaring. I just smirk up at him, and pretty soon, I see his facade crack.
I love how they have the little...
The little facado. He's every time I see that, I keep thinking that's just a piece in the background.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, with that little like thing on facade. I'm just like, oh, I guess something's like showing through the
Yeah.
text box.
I don't even know if that's like. I'm pretty sure just FACADE is like normal. I don't think you need the little.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is. He slumps down, letting out a massive sigh, deflating like a life-size lizard balloon.
Fucking otters. What do you want?
I want you to stop being a dick. Well, you first, Chase.
Actually, though?
Flynn looks right back at me and glares, some of the posture coming back.
What?
Oh, Christ, you heard me.
That is not a good thing to say to me right now.
Flynn starts leaning over me again, and I lean right back, almost bumping his muzzle. Now, Keese. Well, yeah, well, everything you said back there was not a good thing to say. I see the corner of one of his eyes twitch. We're so close, I can smell the beer on his breath. I see that smirk tug at his muzzle again.
Coming in for a kiss?
Yeah, see? Even he's thinking it.
Yeah, he knows.
He presses even closer, and I can feel my muzzle flush, but I'm not backing down.
I see how it is. You're bored with Leo, and now you want some lizard action, huh?
No, I just want an explanation. He raises a brow and leans back a little. Of why you're being such a dick when we're all supposed to be having fun.
Actually, I think I know exactly what this is. You're trying to prove me wrong. Well, being an obnoxious twit doesn't suddenly mean you get a personality.
Well...
Anyway, they told me to speak my mind. I did.
He turns away and starts walking. I quickly catch up and start walking alongside him. That's not an answer. Besides, even if that's true, if something's true, it doesn't mean you have to point it out in the middle of everyone's vacation. I think that's the best time.
Oh, absolutely.
Flynn keeps walking, opting to glare at the dusty trail. Do you really think I'm just looking to bone all of you? I'm not, because I wouldn't bone Jenna.
Clearly.
Flynn laughs, and for once, it's not cynical. It's genuine.
I think what you're doing right now isn't helping your case, Chase.
What? I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with you, Flynn. My phone buzzes, and I pull it out.
Are we gonna get the hand? The hand!
Yeah!
Are you okay?
It's a text from Leo. Everything is fine. I'm just trying to talk to Flynn. Flynn snorts right in my ear, making me jump. I jerk my phone away as I realize he's been reading over my shoulder.
What? Wolfie Boy thinks I'm gonna clock you for being annoying?
You almost hit TJ.
Almost.
Reasonable.
Reasonable.
At this point, we're walking along Lake Emma Road, the trail winding between it and to the reservoir itself. There's a little guardrail on the lakeside, but it's rusty, and I seriously doubt that it would stop any car from going into the lake. Another 10 minutes, and we'd reach the motel. My phone buzzes again, and I get a response from Leo.
If he does anything, call me.
Flynn sighs again. He stops, and I turn to face him. He looks sad, for once, staring hard at the ground.
I just sort of blacked out for a second. I was angry.
That's what murderers say after they kill their ex.
Jesus, Chase. Well, okay. I fucked up.
Yeah, no shit.
It's something that's been fucking with me ever since it happened. That he's not telling the truth.
Flynn looks up at me sharply.
You know he isn't.
Flynn's staring at me hard, as if he's looking for something, and this time I do look away. Well, what if he is?
No, you saw him right after it happened. How scared he was, how he couldn't look at any of us.
I have no idea what to say. Flynn never talks about this. Before today, the last time I'd heard him mention Sydney was like 6 years ago.
It really fucked me up. And that we thought we could just come back to this stupid fucking lake.
He kicks his foot across the ground towards the reservoir, some pebbles falling over the steep drop and plopping into the water. It fucked us all up, but Flynn most of all. Look, Flynn, maybe something did happen. Something he doesn't want to tell us. But it's TJ. You know what kind of person he is.
A murderer, maybe? And that's what makes us so fucking shitty.
But we were kids. He was like 10 years old. We're different people now. Looking behind Flynn, I see Leo's van coming up the road. Flynn waits for me to go on, but seeing me looking back and does so himself. As soon as he sees the van, he folds his arms and turns his head to look out across the lake. And it pulls up alongside us. The window rolls down, and I see Jenna in the passenger seat, Leo next to her.
Hey, we're heading back. You want to get in?
Flynn doesn't say anything, instead choosing to continue staring at the lake. I decide that it's probably a good idea for me to walk with him instead of making him do it alone. Nah, that's alright. We're just talking. Leo shifts his gaze to Flynn, studying him before turning back to me.
Alright. Text me later, okay?
Okay. The window rolls back up and the van pulls away, kicking up some dust from the roadside as it does. I turn back to Flynn, who's still looking at the lake, chewing slowly on his toothpick. That's when his stomach growls so loudly it almost makes me jump. I snort, and Flynn fixes me with a glare.
What? I didn't get to eat.
Neither did I, which is your fault. Flynn grunts and keeps walking up the trail towards Echo. The town's windows are rusted signs glinting in the desert heat. I skip up alongside him. Hey, why don't we go to the diner? It's just a few minutes away. Flynn grimaces.
I can't eat that shit anymore.
What? When's the last time you ate there?
A few years ago.
Wow, what do you eat then? Flynn laughs.
I go to Peyton where they actually have grocery stores.
Oh, okay. A few moments of silence pass before Flynn speaks up again.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to eat there again, for old time's sake.
As we walk into the diner, my senses are assaulted by nostalgia. Everything looks and smells the same, from the faded, patched stools to the smell of burgers and fries. Out of habit, I start to walk towards the corner booth, the one we always used to sit at.
Where are you going?
Huh? I look back at Flynn, who's standing near the counter, looking ready to sit in one of the stools. Oh, come on, Flynn. Those are uncomfortable. Besides, it's easier to talk. Some of the patrons are staring and looking at us from their meals. Flynn looks around, clearly embarrassed, and shoves his hands into his pocket, making his way over to me.
Wow, what nosy people. Just people talking?
Right?
Fine.
Well, it is like... What, there's like 4 booths? And it's a town of like 50 people?
Guess.
So... I slide into the booth into my usual spot on the right-hand side. Usually Leo sits next to me. Flynn sits opposite of me, leaning back, eyes half open. Tired?
Yep.
I wait for him to elaborate, but he doesn't go on. Up late? Flynn reaches up and rubs his eyes.
Yeah.
The long breath he takes in before he says that tells me he's starting to get annoyed, so I dropped it. Luckily, that's when Janice, the old diner waitress, comes over to the table. Chase, my goodness, what are you doing here? Hi, Janice. Just doing a school project.
It's good to see her alive again, I guess.
Yeah. She's not dead on the floor in a pool of blood.
In a pool of blood with a gunshot wound.
Oh, really? Uh, I wonder what sort of schooling might be here for you. I'm actually getting some film of the town. Flynn's covering both of his eyes with his hands now, as if it's going to make him invisible. And you, Flynn? Can't say I've seen you at all recently. Flynn makes a low, grunting sound, not taking his hands away. Janice keeps talking, though, unfazed. Well, anything you'd like to drink while you decide on your meal?
Water.
Chase? Okay.
Oh, and this is where you chose the root beer float.
I chose
right?
the root beer float because I'm like, Chase is a child who would totally order a root beer float as part of a meal.
We'll do a strawberry shake.
You're gonna do a strawberry shake?
Yeah.
Is that what you would order going to a diner?
Yeah, I like strawberry shakes.
Okay. I'll have the strawberry shake. Sure thing. Flynn does move his hand at this point and looks at me.
Oh, what criticizing words does he have for this decision?
His expression is odd, like he wants to say something. I look back and raise my brow, but he just shuts his muzzle and looks out the window. All right, I'll be right back with you. As Janice moves away to some other patrons, I look back to Flynn. Were you going to say something? Flynn shakes his head, folding his arms on the table and hunching forward.
No.
Somehow his mood is even darker than it was earlier. I sigh, frustrated. It's so damn hard to understand Flynn. His mood swings are absolutely ridiculous. It's because he's gay.
Wow.
I lean back and fold my arms, scowling.
What?
You know what? You know exactly what. I'm trying to be friendly here. Flynn shrugs, a bewildered expression on his face.
I don't know what to say, Chase. It's been a shitty day.
I don't say anything and just look out the window like Flynn. Again, there's a tense silence between us. I just listen to the clatter of silverware from the two other people in the diner, along with the old rockabilly music playing over the crackly speakers. Finally, Flynn sighs. I decide that his signature expression, like Carl shrugs.
Sorry. I'm just, like I said, it's been a shitty day.
It's fine, is it?
Or something.
That's when Janice brings over our drinks before taking a notepad out and taking our orders. All right, what'll have you?
The tuna melt. Onion rings.
And you, Chase?
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, what are you going to order?
Well, he's an otter, so I feel like he would get fish. But that's the same thing he has, and I'm sure he would have something to say about it.
Uh-huh.
But I want to know what he says about it.
Okay. I'll have the tuna melt, too. All right, what'll you have on your side?
Just order the same
Do you want to order the same thing as Flynn?
No, we'll get fries.
Wait, okay.
We'll just steal some of Flynn's onion rings.
Fries, please.
That's what I would do.
Flynn is staring at me in a weird, squinted sort of way, as if he's trying to see something.
Why does there have to be something in just ordering food, bro?
Great, I'll have it right over. Sit tight.
Just chill.
Hey, he's not like saying anything though.
His looks, he's not a words man, he's a looks man. And he's been throwing all kinds of looks.
It doesn't matter what you choose. He has the same reaction every time.
Okay.
But it's kind of just like it's fun character building for Chase.
I guess so. See what kind of person you can make him be whatever person you want.
And you can kind of read whatever you want into what, like, Flynn's reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So
that is kind of neat, yeah.
Yeah. As Janice brushes away, I look to the side, then back at Flynn. What? Flynn keeps squinting, his face incredulous now.
Do you really not?
He doesn't finish and instead shakes his head.
Never mind.
Jesus Christ, Flynn. Seriously, you're kind of freaking me out. Flynn chuckles and covers his eyes again, rubbing.
Same.
What the hell is he talking about? I'm opening my mouth to ask again, but he cuts me off.
Listen, I've got the day off tomorrow. Do you want to do something?
I stare at him, at a loss for words. First, he's acting like a complete douche. Then he tells me I'm scaring him, and now he's inviting me to hang out with him. Is he, what do they call it? Bipolar? I guess?
All right. I'll come by sometime afternoon, maybe with Carl. He doesn't do shit, so he should be free.
Okay, I guess I could use a break from working on the project for a bit.
How much does Chase work on his project in this route?
Guess you'll find out. Flynn goes on to tell me that he and Leo often go out fishing on their days off, and that it's actually a lot of fun. That's kind of a cute idea that, like, those two do stay in contact and just go fishing on occasion.
Yeah, while they might butt heads, you know, it's
Yeah.
like, it's a good relaxing thing. Do we get to go fishing
Maybe?
with Flynn?
Maybe.
Is there a fishing mini game?
No. Sega bass fishing in the middle of Echo.
Sega bass fishing. I do like fishing.
Isn't that, like,
mini
the
games.
only real fishing game that people, like, really like?
I guess.
That's a full game.
That's a full game, yeah, I would think
And
so.
even, like, the good mini games usually just use the Sega bass fishing, like...
Well, when you perfect it, everyone's gonna steal it.
It's facts. I haven't checked myself, but I forgot to, like, double reference this. But I heard someone say that, like, Janice is William's descendant.
Really?
Yeah, because they're both coyotes, and I think they have the same last name.
Okay, that's fun.
So yeah, that town, that you know, his family line sticks around.
That's pretty interesting.
I think it's only Leo and Chase's families moved to town while everyone else's was already there.
Okay.
So
Yeah?
I'm still trying to get used to the shift in conversation when Janice shows up with our food. Flynn stares down at his giant, greasy sandwich while I take a giant bite of mine.
Fuck, I'm gonna regret this.
Why? It tastes great.
Well, you're lucky. This kind of food sucks up my stomach. This kind of food fucks up my stomach.
Do you make your own food?
Yep.
I snort and Flynn looks up sharply. So sorry, it's just hard to imagine.
Hey, I'm a real good cook.
I guess the expression on my face is showing I don't buy it because he smirks back at me.
Fine. Sometime this week you're coming over. I'll show you then.
I shrug, even though I feel like I've won some kind of secret battle we were having. Deal.
Oh, it's this.
Yeah. Flynn pulls me over rocks and boulders. I stumble along, trying to keep my balance. Flynn's insistent, though, almost angry. We reach the edge of the lake, and he throws me down. I stare at the wet sand, then back up at Flynn. He points and tells me to dig. I start digging. I don't know what I'm looking for, and I ask, but Flynn doesn't say anything. Water keeps filling the hole. It's hard to keep sand from sliding back in. Finally, I reach the deep, and someone grabs my paw. I stay like that for a long time.
And Tuesday.
Yeah, so we'll make our save.
Yeah.
You can save over your Leo slave.
My Leo saves?
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'll probably want to go here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because rotate my save.
Yeah, rotate your fucking saves. There, and we can just go back to the title menu.
Okay. So yeah, look at that. We're on Tuesday again.
Yeah.
Oh boy. There we
you
go.
go.
We out here. Oh boy.
Have fun getting a little more taste of Flynn's character. That's probably the most dialogue you've seen of Flynn.
Like actually, and it was very pleasant. It is kind of interesting to see how much he does like swing though. Like
yeah.
Like does he actually have like mental illness as far as like bipolar disorder? Because like
right.
that would, I mean,
Would probably justify a couple things or two.
I guess so. He's not just a dick. He's complicated and pretty fucked up because TJ killed a guy.
Okay.
I'm pretty convinced. It's pretty easy to read those lines. But whatever.
It is.
You know, screw that guy.
What if Sidney killed himself?
At the lake?
Yeah.
How?
He
Why?
could have drowned himself.
It's kind of hard to do that without some assistance.
I don't know. He's an otter. It just takes a little longer for him to...
True. Fair enough. I guess if you go down, like if you dive as deep as you can and then just make yourself inhale. But I mean, it's really hard to fight your survival instinct like that, like in a situation like that.
Maybe Sidney just gave up.
Maybe. We may never know.
No, it's not like you get a couple flashbacks where you get to like learn a bit more of Sidney's character.
Absolutely not.
It's in TJ's route.
Guess we're never gonna see it. Sorry, folks at home. Guess we're never gonna see it. But you can play the game because it's free.
Yeah. But we're providing an audiobook version.
That's true. People can listen
a very
to
shittily read audio.
Our sultry voices and dumb quips.
Oh yeah, they're dumb, all right.
Very good. But I am interested to see where Flynn's route goes.
Yeah, it's like I actually think it's the best written route. I adore it.
Okay. Well, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time.
So next time.
Till next time,
we'll play
everybody.
Tuesday. See you around.